Hi, I'm George, and I'll be showing you how you can make this color changing armor here inside of Minecraft using pack.net. Now if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, click share, click subscribe, take a look at my channel for a bunch more Minecraft videos, and let's get to it. The trick to getting this look is that we'll be doing a special texture for the glint effect, and that's used for enchantments. So the armor is normal armor, but I placed enchantments on it, and the enchantments are giving me this glint look. Let's just bring up our inventory here. I can show you this. There is the enchantment right there. If I go over here into our brewing stand, notice that the enchantments in here are all rainbow colored now, and our enchanted books as well will be rainbow colored also. So that is the whole trick, is to change that glint that we're using for this. So let's go ahead. I'll switch out of here back to the desktop, and I'll show you first how to set up the basic resource pack for this, and we'll then set up the custom glint texture inside of pack.net. Now the first thing you need to do here on the desktop is to open up any place on your hard drive and make a new folder to work in. I made one right here. I just call this one pack.net glint, and I'll make the texture pack inside of here. But you can name it anything you want to. Just make sure you have a new folder to do this in. Now we need to get the jar file from the current version that I'm playing. Let's go over here. I just opened up just a basic window right here, and we'll type in the standard %appdata%. Gets us right to here. Go into Minecraft, and then in here, come all the way down to versions. Let me just put that in the middle of the screen there, right there. Go inside of versions. Find your current version. Right now I'm playing 1.16.4 right there. Let's open that up. And there's the two files, the jar and the JSON. Now if you're only seeing one file, it's probably the JSON file. And if that's the case, then you need to play the current version once, because Minecraft downloads the jar file the first time you play the current version. So make sure you've played that once. Also, if you're not seeing the extensions in here, .jar and .json, go up to View and go over here where it says File Name Extensions. Make sure that that's checked. You'll then see those extensions on there. Okay, we just need to copy the jar file up here. I'm just going to right drag it up and copy right there. There we go. We can now get this out of the way. Okay, now this is just a zip file that's called .jar. You can use any program you want to open this up. Some programs will do this automatically, like WinRAR or 7-Zip. Those will open up jar files directly. If you want to just do it right inside of Windows without any other downloads, just change the .jar to a .zip. Say yes on that window right there. It becomes a regular zip file. We can now just open this up right here, no problem. Okay, let's right click on this, and I'm going to choose to open this up as a new window. Open new window. Let that open up. There we go. Now the first thing we need to do right here is to grab a couple of files right from this location. This is a whole bunch of class files in here. Just scroll way down. It's almost down to the bottom of the list down here. Get down to the P's, and right here you want the pack.mcmeta and the pack.png. I'll just select both of those, and I'll right drag those over here and copy. It just copies them out. There we go. This is just the icon that shows up inside of the game, and this just allows you to name the resource pack, but you have to have at least this one or the resource pack is not going to work. Okay, now we also need to have the actual texture file for this. Let's go back up here to the top. Let us scroll real fast. There we go. Go into Assets, into Minecraft, down here into Textures, and then in here come down to Miscellaneous. And right here we have Enchanted Item Glint. Let me just change the view here to large icons. There we go. That's one you want right there. Now your icon may be different than mine. It depends on what programs you're running on your computer. I happen to have AC/DC for my viewer, so that's the icon. But there are PNG files, and the one you want is the Enchanted Item Glint file. Just right drag that over here as well and copy. And there it is. And that's all that we actually need in here. Now, one more thing we do need to look at up here is the line right there. Assets, Minecraft, Textures, Miscellaneous. We need to duplicate this inside of this folder location. So I'm going to put this right here so I can see that up there. And let's make a new folder. Assets. There it is. That's that one right there. Let's go inside of this Assets. Make a new folder. That would be Minecraft right here. So new folder, Minecraft. There we go. That's that one. Inside of Minecraft, new folder Textures. There we go. Inside of Textures, new folder, and miscellaneous, just like that. Okay, let's back out again. We now need to get this inside of that miscellaneous folder. So I'm just going to drag it in here to assets. Go inside here, drag it into Minecraft, go inside here, drag it into textures, go inside textures, and drag it into miscellaneous. And there we go. It's now in the right location in the resource pack. So at this point, if I zip the stuff together, this, and this, if I put these together into a new zip file, I can then use that resource pack with that glint image. Of course, it's not fixed yet, but this would now work as a resource pack. Now, you don't need to do anything with the pack.png if you don't want to. If you feel like changing it, though, that's fine. It can be any image you want. It only has to be square, and it should be a small image. This is 128 by 128. It's a PNG file. You can go to 256 by 256 if you want to have more detail. That's fine, but that's all it is. It's just a square file, just a square picture. Now the pack.mcmeta, this is where you name the texture pack. You don't have to do anything with this if you don't want to. It's not important, especially if you change your icon over here. You'll know what this is. If you want to change this, then just simply open this up and edit this. Now I edit these things inside of Windows Notepad. If you don't have that set up, just right click and come down to Open With. And if you don't see it on your list here, choose Default Program. And then in here, if you don't see it in this list, click on More Options and it will be in this list here someplace. Just go ahead and choose Notepad and then make sure this is checked. Use this app for all MCMeta files and then it will always open up in Notepad. It still works fine in the game. Don't worry about that. So I'll open this thing up. Here we go. All this is just this information up here. All we care about, since we're using the actual pack.mcmeta from the correct version of the game, this is all fine already. If you want to rename the description right here, you can go ahead and do that. Just make sure that you keep those two quotation marks. Don't lose those. I'll just call this one Glint Armor and save. That's it. That's done. Okay, now we can go into paint.net and we can fix this file in here. Let's go ahead and go back to that one. Right there. We'll change this. So I'll open up paint.net and we'll recolorize this to our rainbow colors. Here we are inside of paint.net. Let's go ahead and open up that file. File open. Now I already took it this far. We're in the right folder location. Let's go into Assets, Minecraft, Textures, Miscellaneous, and there we go. That's one you want. Choose Open. It's going to be pretty small like that. So let's just zoom in on this so you can see it a bit better. There we are. That looks pretty good. Okay, now we need to make a new layer for our rainbow effect. So go up here to Layers and come down to Add New Layer. There it is, or use a New Layer button down here. Either one is fine. Now go over here to the rectangular marquee tool, and I'll just pull a marquee just about like that. It's, you know, not huge, not real small, but about that big in here somewhere. That's okay. It doesn't need to be exact. You know, anywhere in here is fine. Let's now go down here to our colors. Put the colors right here. And grab the red at the far right hand side and then grab the paint bucket and click inside that. That colors that kind of a magenta red. And use the Control D keyboard shortcut to deselect that. Okay, same thing again. Marquee and overlap it just a little bit. Get about the same size like that. Let's now grab that purple right there and we'll fill that. There it is. Control D. Back to our marquee again, and then one more of these overlapping just a little bit. And let's grab our dark blue and fill that. There we go. Control D. Same thing again. There we go. Let's grab our mid green. Right about there. Looks pretty good. And let's fill that. Control D. Let's do this again. Now you can choose any colors you want in here. Different colors will give different effects. I'm just doing a basic rainbow effect in here. Okay, this one is going to be yellow, and we'll fill that, and Control D, make another selection in here. Again, a little overlap. This will be our orange right there. Fill that. Control D, and our last selection in here, bottom section, and this will be the red. Paint bucket, fill that, and Control D, and there we go. There is a basic color. Now I want to blur this stuff together. So for that, go up to Effects, come down to Blurs, use the Gaussian Blur. There we go, and just bring it up until it blurs just a little bit. Don't go too far. You know, that's too far. That's not far enough. Somewhere around in here, so you're just kind of beginning to lose those lines and they begin to blur together a little bit. My setting is at 10. That's pretty good. That's nice. And choose OK. All right, there we go. There's our basic color gradient. I'm now going to take our background layer. I'm going to pull the background layer straight up so it's above our layer 2. It's up on top like that. We now need to remove the color out of this. So go up to Adjustments, come down to Hue Saturation, and where it says Saturation, just grab that and go clear to the left-hand side. Choose OK. It just makes it a black and white image, kind of gray scale image. We now need to boost the contrast on this one. Let's go back up to Adjustments, come down to Brightness and Contrast, and in here, I'm going to put the brightness at 52, and I'll put the contrast at 73. There it goes, real contrasty like that. Okay, now we need to get these two layers working together as one layer. Need to visually blend them together. For that, come down here, this little wrench icon. This brings up our layer properties. And what you want in here is the blend mode, and set this at multiply, and choose OK. And there we go. There is the basic rainbow color glint. And that's all set to go. Now we need to save this out. I'm going to save it twice. First, I'll go up here and do a standard save. That's going to save this. It's in the same location as you can see right here. It's going to save it as a paint.net file. Choose Save. That way, if I want to come back here and change this in the future to something else, I can easily do that. That file's fine. Minecraft is going to ignore that file, so we're okay. We now need to do a Save As and save this out as a PNG file. File. Save As, change this to PNG. You want to save it right on top of that. It still has the same name. That's fine. Choose Save. It's going to ask to override. Choose Yes. Choose OK. Flatten right here. And there we go. That's now saved out as the PNG file. So we're all set to go. Okay, we can now go back to the desktop and finish up our resource pack. Okay, here we are inside of our miscellaneous folder. There is the actual working file, the PNG file. This one is a paint.net. If we want to go back and change in the future, that's fine. And again, Minecraft's going to ignore that and just pay attention to this. Let's now back out of here, back to our working folder. Now all I need to do is just to zip this up and then import this into the game, and we're all set. So I'll grab this one, Assets folder, grab the pack.mcmeta and the pack.png. Ignore that, don't grab that one, just these three. Let's go up here to Share and click on Zip. There's our zip. I'll just name this one Glint Armor, and that's all set. Okay, now to get this into the game, we need to open up another window and then drag this over into that window, into the resource pack folder. So I'll bring that one up. And if you still have this window around, you can get to it from here. Just go into Minecraft and then find resource packs right there. If you happen to have closed this one down, let's say you're back over here again, let's just go back in, and that's again the %app data %. Into Minecraft, and then come down here to resource packs. You want to put it right inside of here. There's my first one right there. That's one I'm using at the moment. We'll take that out of the game, and then we'll bring this one in. So this is now our Glint Armor. So just take this, I'm just going to right drag this over in here, drop it in like that, and copy. There it is. There's that new resource pack. Okay, that's all set to go. You can now close these things, and then I'll bring Minecraft back up again. Okay, we're back in the game, and I've already taken off my previous demo one that we saw at the beginning of the video. So there's the regular Glint Armor. That's all it is. Now, again, to get the glint, you just have to put an enchantment on the armor. On this one, I have a falling enchantment on the boots, and I have a fire enchantment on the breastplate there. Let's go ahead and change this now over to the new Glint Armor. I'm just going to back out of here, hit the Escape key, click on Options, and Resource Packs. And if we scroll down here, we can find the one we just did. There it is, Glint Armor. I'll bring this one in. There we go. Choose Done. And then we'll let this reload. Choose Done again. Back to game. And there we go. There's our rainbow changing armor right there. So that's all there is to it. All you have to do is just to change that glint graphic, and you can make it anything you want. I just did a rainbow effect. I think it just looks kind of cool like that. There you go. That's how to do this rainbow changing armor inside of paint.net. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, click on share, click on subscribe, check out my channel for a bunch more Minecraft videos, and I'll see you next time.